Peace and love, folks. What's going on with you? This is your brother JudahSon for Put It Out There TV Entertainment, hashtag PIOT TV. Put it out there. You already know what it is. It's been a long time since I said something like that, since I said it that way, but definitely feels good. We're going to get into it today. Figured I'd give y'all something in between time, in the meantime, for the etymology of Bay, before the etymology of Bay comes out. Just give you something in between time to tide you over. So this topic is going to be on that Moor does not mean Westerner. Moor does not come from the word Mahurin. And we have the etymology on that. We have the root word for that. Something that Moors have been failing to do. We've been playing this word magic game to where we have all this doctrine built around words, and the doctrine only has power to make us feel good about ourselves, but it's never really based on fact. As Moors, we have this thing that goes on to where we try to, break down a word that is supposedly coming from the ancestors, whether it's Canaanite, Moabite, Hebrew, Ammonite, Hittite, Arabic, whatever the case may be. Yet I see that a lot of times that we as Moors, we can't read these languages. Due to us not being able to read these languages and have even just a basic comprehension of these languages, it calls us to dive into creating conjecturous doctrines, again, that only make us feel good and not be based in fact. So when you have Moors running around saying that Moor means Westerner and Moor comes from Mahurin, how is that when Moor is supposed to be a Moorish word? And of course it's redundant saying it that way, but it should be a word that we should rightfully assume would be a word that it comes from the Moabite language, or we should rightfully assume that it comes from the Canaanite language. We should rightfully assume that it comes from Hebrew. We should rightfully assume that it comes from Ammonite. We should rightfully assume that it comes from Edomite. We should rightfully assume that it comes from any one of those languages, but we don't. And due to that, we're referencing other words in order to find the meaning of Bay, and of Moor, and it's totally off. It's totally off. So we're going to dive into that today, and we're going to go into the language, the root, and everything. So first of all, I'm going to tell you that in order for us to get the etymology, I probably said a bunch of first of alls, right? In order for us to get the etymon of a word, at least in my experience, you want to get the root word, right? Now, let me ask you, what do you think would be the root word for Moor? What do you think would actually be the root word for Moor? What would be the suffix or the prefix for Moor? What's the prefix word? Right? Think about that. Anybody that is going in on the etymology of Moor should be able to tell you that. I see Brother Abdullah Bey, master etymologist. When he's going in and he's breaking down the Indo-European and the Germanic words, he's going into the root, he's going into the suffix, he's going into the prefix, breaking all of that down, whether it's a noun, whether it's an adjective, things of this nature. So why can't Moors do that with a word that is supposed to come from their language? So I'm going to tell you the root word for Moor is or, and the prefix for Moor is just the M sound. How do we know that? Give y'all a little brief history. When I first started coming into this Moorish information, and I cannot remember where I heard this from, but as they say, man knows not by being told. But I remember hearing somebody say that Moor means one of light. And any of you who familiar with me, you would know that, I come from the Hebrew Israelite teachings originally, right? The appellation should give it away, should tell you that. And as I progressed in my studying, I ended up coming across this word, or. Or is the root word for Moor. And as we can see here, we have the alphabets ayin, wa, resh, and that is pronounced or, like endure or floor or more or of Chaldees, right? It says to be or become light. Here it is in Arabic. I can't read it in Arabic. I do not know. Enkindle, Aramaic is nasar, illumine. It goes down here to say become light, shine of sun, especially in early morning, by the light of glory, enveloped in light. Mi'irot, right here. Mi'irot. It says that is to give light of the sun, of the moon, of the stars. Here's when the word starts to change. Me'ir, me'irat, me'irot. Give light of the moon and stars. Pillar of fire, light up, cause to shine. Or light, as in uru, equals uru. Here goes another definition. Morning light, dawn. And here it's pronounced or ha boker. Boker is morning. Aura. Don't all living things have a aura? Aurora borealis. Light. Here it is in Aramaic. Orta. Oreta. Evening light. Moonlight. Starlight. Light. Light of joy and happiness. Orot. Light of life. Light that quickens dead bodies as dew of the plants. This is the development of the root word for more. But I know you're probably asking, well, how do we know that that's more? Then you have or, again, flame. Then you have urim, region of light, east. All right, here you go again, urim, urim. All right. We're just going through this. We're going to break this down here. We're going to go right through it. Let's go again. Here we go. Ur, flame, father of one of David's heroes. Now you also got Uriah or Uriah, right? Which means flame of Yah, of course. Let's keep going though. Hold on here. Let's zoom in. Here we get it. Here we go. Then we have Ori, fiery. See, Ori, fiery. Uriel. Remember I said you had Uriah, but you also got Uriel. Now, while we're here, since we're talking about Uriel, there are Moors who have this title like Uriel Bey. This is it right here. It's actually Uriel. It's not Uriel, it's Uriel. Flame of El, but it actually means flame of power. We can go really deeper. It even goes even deeper than that. But flame of El, Uriah. Flame of Yah, of my light. So we have Uriel and then Uriah, Yair. He enlightens or one giving light. More. This is more. More. Right here. Here goes the root word. Remember what I told y'all? Let's zoom in so we can stop playing. All right. Maur. Maur. A luminary. Okay, a luminary. Let's keep going. Maur. Here you go. Now this one is pronounced different than this one. This Moor and this Moor is pronounced different. See, this is Maur. This is Maur. This is Maur. Maur. Here you go again. Maor. Maorot. Maorot. Maoro. Light. Light bearer. Luminary. What? Light bearer. Luminary. Lamp. Of sun, of moon. But can we see here? This is more. Now, I don't want y'all to sit here and play me, because I know it's going to be some folks that's going to sit here and try to play me and be like, well, that's modern Hebrew and that ain't got nothing to do with the Canaanite or the Moabite. Now, this right here is Hebrew alphabet chart. All right. This is the pictograph. I like to call this the pictograph script. This is like damn near as old as you can get. And you can see it's very similar to the Hamitic letters, right? So here you go. Look how old. That's old. That's older than what y'all know as Canaanite, right? Here goes Canaanite, Moabite right here. Alef, Bet, Gimel, Dal. Here it is right here, okay? Here it is in modern. You see how all those alphabets are the same? So all you have to do is know how to convert. All right, how else do I know that? Look at this. Moabite script right here. Ayin, resh, bet. Mayim, ayin, resh, bet. Mayim, ha, wa, resh, yod, nun. Mayim, chet. Wow, resh, yod, nun. Like, this is Paleo Hebrew, you see? So as long as you know how to read these scripts, the older ones, you know how to convert them into the new ones, and you know that it's the same word, right? There's just No getting around it whatsoever at all. All right, but hold on though. Let's not stop there. We don't want to leave anything out. Here we go. We got Maura, light hole, or Babylonian Uru, seat of moon god worship. This is the root word. You can't be a Moor without the light. You can't be a Moor without the light. And furthermore, do y'all see we haven't seen anything say anything about West? And as we can see, this is as close as you're going to get to Canaanite, right? This is as close as you're going to get to the, and then watch this. Okay, you see this right here? Here we go, right here. Here we go. This is or right here in the Moabite script. This is or right here in the Moor. This is more right here in the Moabite script right here. Stop playing. This is more in the Moabite script. Maur. Here goes the root word we was talking about. Or, light. Right here. Here goes the prefix we was talking about. Mayim. Right? This is from another lexicon. And I'm sorry, the previous lexicon that we were reading from is Brown's Driver Hebrew Aramaic lexicon. All right, here we go. This is from the ancient Hebrew lexicon of the Bible. Or, light, to be light or bright. Enlightened, knowledge. You see what I'm saying? More. Why do you think? Let's keep going. Or, light, the light from the sun, moon, stars, fire, candle, or other giver of light. Let's break down. Here we go to more again. What gives off light? And look, and I need y'all to see this. Look how old that script is. This script, this specific script right here is older than your Moabite and your Canaanite script. This is older. It's much older. I really wish this would just use I really wish they would just stop playing with me, because I don't like to use this modern script right here. I really don't. This is my stuff right here. I love this right here. This is just I love that right there. More.
We're calling ourselves Moors. M-A-U-E-R-S, then M-O-O-R-S.
A Moor is one of light. Moor is Moabite. Moor is Canaanite. Moor is a Hebrew word. Moor is an Ammonite word. Moor is an Edomite word. Moor is an Elamite word. Moor is an Hittite word. Moor is a Cushite word. We got to stop with this conjecture and stop trying to roll with stuff because it makes us feel good. Man, damn all that. That's all bullshit. What we've been hearing from Moors is Moors have been saying this word right here. This word right here is Mahurin. This is the word that they've been saying means Westerner, right? This is the word they've been saying, Mahurin. You see how I was able to even spell that out for y'all? Do y'all see that? And this is what I'm saying Moor should be able to do that they are not doing. And this is what disqualifies them when it comes to dealing with the etymology on the Canaanite, the Moabite, the Hebrew, and all of this. If they cannot show you in the language, in the script, how that word is spelled, able to go into the root, man, stop playing, y'all. Mahurin. This is the word that Moor is supposed to come from. Did y'all see? Did we ever go into Mahurin? And Moor is supposed to mean Westerner. Right? So let's go off into this Mahurin. We got to find the root word for Mahurin. All right. And I found the root word for Mahurin, and it is right here. The root word for Mahurin in the Canaanite, the Hebrew, the Moabite, right here is Mahar. Means hurry. Unknown connection to root. Unknown connection to root. This is much better, more accurate information than any more is given right now. Unknown connection. You see, but it don't say, it doesn't go back to more. We already went to the root word for more. All right. Here we go. Mahar, hurry, purchase. Remember, purchase, commerce, to pay the price for a wife. All right, let's go down. Mahar, quickly, speedily. Mahar. See, then it starts getting down to it. Exchange. Remember how we was talking about purchase, trade, commerce? Remember that. Purchase, trade, commerce. All right. Now, we are still in the Brown's Driver Hebrew Aramaic lexicon, right? Check this out. Mahar, skilled, practice, comes from Assyrian, which is maru, send, order, governor, train, skilled, govern, practiced. He's a practiced man. He's a skilled man. Maru, govern. You see, Now, this is the thing that Moors do. This is where the conjecture comes in at, because Moors will still turn this govern. Oh, Moors operate their own government. Oh, and then you got Maru right here. Oh, they synonymous. This is the Moors that they talking about. No. No. Stop it. It's not at all. Let's keep going. All right. Also, in Egypt, the Mahar is the trained warrior. Let's stop playing, y'all. What are we doing? The books are here. The only reason why y'all don't know this is because you won't read your language. And then you want to shed light on the Moorish proclamations to use as your standing at law, but you don't even know how to read the language of your people. Like, what if there are ancient Moabite, Canaanite treaties written out there that ain't nobody utilizing that law that still have standing at law, but you can't read it? We're Moors, right? Why are we playing this conjecture game? Why are we playing around with these words to make up these doctrines? It doesn't even make any sense. Mahar, purchase, price. We're talking about commerce again. I need y'all to keep that in your mind. Purchase, mahar, acquire by paying. Purchase, price. Purchase, price. Since we're talking about the word Moor, we might as well go down here to this prefix, mu, a paragogic syllable attached to kaf and attached to lamed so as to form them independent words. Bemo, lemo. Then what does it tell you about mu? Mu equals me, which is water. So Moors, at least we get that right. When it comes to Moors and water and that mu, we get that right. But why do you get that right? That's because that that knowledge was already put out there based off of your language, smarty pants, that y'all won't study. I don't get that. What is that? I have to ask that. Like, why is it when it comes to this Moabite and this Canaanite and this Hebrew, all of a sudden Moors get to dancing around the fact that they say themselves that they're Moabites, Ammonites, Hebrews, Hammatites, why do Moors get stupid all of a sudden? I'm telling you, I see it. It's going on right now. All of a sudden, Moors get stupid when it comes to etymology in the language of the people that they claim that they are. Like, how do you get conveniently stupid like that all of a sudden? Like, where are these conjecturous arguments coming from? Why are you not studying your language? And I'm telling you, if you want to comprehend Canaanite and Moabite, you're not going to get it in the Arabic. You better be picking up some Hebrew, buddy. And look where we're at. And while we're here with this Mu, look who we run into. Moab. And in Assyrian, it's Ma'aba. Then we got Mabu, Muabu. That's so crazy because when I was studying Hebrew back in the day, and I was studying it from the Hebrew Israelite perspective of pronouncing it, Ipataza. When we would read the word Moab in Hebrew, we would say Mawa'aba. But since we're here, let's see about Moab, because a lot of Moors are really, I don't get it. It says Moab, son of Lot by his elder daughter, according to Genesis 19, verse 37. Moab, a nation of which Lot's son is represented as ancestor. Kills that matriarchal stuff y'all talking about. That just kills that right there. So we went into the root word for Mahar, this Mahurin. As we can see, it does not mean anything. It has nothing to do with West whatsoever at all. But what does? Let's zoom in. Okay, so here we are looking at the word Adab. Adev. And yes, Adab as in the Arab that sells you 40s at the store. Yeah, it's that word. A mixture of wares as found in a marketplace. Wasn't we talking about trading and selling? Barter. To exchange an item or service for another. Hebrew and Aramaic. Mix. As a mixing one thing with another. Don't we say the Arabs are mixed? Don't we say that? Where did they get that damn name from? Huh? Where did they get that name from? And we say they mixed, and Arab means mixed, right? Let's keep going on. Let's keep going. Another meaning for it is sweet. Unknown connection to the root. Surety. Metal, mingle, pledge, to become, engage, intermeddle, mortgage. Mortgage? Mortgage. Mortgage? Oh, guys. Occupier. Occupy, undertake, sweet, pleasure, pleasing, pleasant, mingle, which is mix again. Let's keep going. Arab, Arab, 1, woof, the mixing of chords when weaving. Second meaning, mixed. Third meaning, sweet. Let's keep going. Woof, mixed, sweet. Now, here we come across ma'arab. Ma'arab. Let's what that see. Merchandise. Here we go again, commerce, right? What is used? Bartering, market, a mixture, wares for sale or trade or merchandise, market. Here we go. Arub, swarm, a mixture of insects, right? Then we have Aruba. You ever been to Aruba before? Exchange. You see? What are we getting into? Arbon. Arbon, something giving as a promise of an exchange. What? Taruba. Huh? Barter. But what I want to focus on here, because the root word that we started off with was alef, is this word here, ma'arab. And ma'arab is in fact Maghrib. Ma'arab is in fact Maghrib. Now, how do we know that? And we're going to get in that. Let's give you a little bit of history. This alphabet here, ayin, which is the more older one, in modern times used to be the ga. That's why in Hebrew this ga sound is not used anymore. What happens is they absorbed ga into the ayin, right? So in fact, Arab, which we're gonna get into it, is actually garab or grav. We gonna get into it. Let's keep going though. Remember Westerner? What does it say?
غربي.
What does it say about Western?
الغربي.
Look, there goes that GH, right? What does it say about West?
الغرب.
Let's take it to Hebrew. And what do we have? Ma'arav. Now look at that. Mayim, ayin, resh, bet. Now let's go see if we can find that in the Moabite. Mayim, ayin, resh, bet. Here goes the root word. Adab, ayin, resh, bet. That's in the Moabite. Let's go back. Mayim, ayin, resh, bet. Marab. Marab is Maghrib. Watch this.
All right, so where we're at right now is Google Translate, which, like I said previously in the video, is a very useful tool if you already have some foundation in the books and the hard covers, right? And as you can see on the screen here, we are looking at Maghrib al-Aqsa in the Arabic, and it's translating it into English here, which is Al-Aqsa West in the English, as we can see, which I'm pretty sure is a loose translation. But since we're here, let's hear how it sounds in the Arabic.
مغرب الأقصى.
And I do apologize about any echoes.
مغرب الأقصى.
Maghrib al-Aqsa. So it sounds pretty much very similar to what we as Moors have come up on in our doctrine, Maghrib al-Aqsa, right? So then I'm going to translate it to Hebrew. And remember, like I said, Arab, right, in Maghrib, or Ma'arab in Maghrib is the same word. Didn't I say that? Let's translate it to Hebrew, which is also Canaanite, which is also Moabite. All right, so let's hear it again in the Arabic. And I do apologize about that echo.
مغرب الأقصى. مغرب الأقصى.
All right, Maghrib al-Aqsa. Let's hear it in the Hebrew.
الأقصى مغرب. الأقصى مغرب.
What did I tell you? Marav. That Marav and that Maghrib is the same word. Okay, that ayin in that ga, that GH, which means twisted, is the same exact interchangeable letter. And the thing is also about the Aqsa in the Arabic, which is the Aqsa in the Hebrew. The Aqsa in the Hebrew actually means to be cut off, as to be remote, way out, separated, the end of something, the extremity of something, the extreme, such as we've been taught Morocco furthest west. But the thing is, Maghrib does not translate to Morocco.
Just to prove my point about that GH. The ga, While this letter existed in ancient Semitic languages and some modern Semitic languages, it is no longer exist in modern Hebrew. Instead, it has been absorbed into the letter ayin. While the evidence exists showing that this is in fact a separate letter, there is very little evidence of reconstructing its original pictograph. The Ugarit in the Arabic languages wrote this letter the same as the ayin, but with an additional line or dot. The closest candidate for this letter is the ga, a twisted rope as found in some ancient Semitic inscriptions. In the Arabic language, this letter is called the ga, but originally may have had the name ga, meaning twisted. The meaning of the letter ga is twisted from the twisting fibers of a rope, and from this comes the meaning of goats from their twisted horns. As goats are dark in color, this letter also carries the meaning dark. It says, because the Greek language transliterates this letter with a gamma G sound, we know that this letter originally had a type of G sound, such as in the word ring. Okay, so there you go. That's why in Arabic it's Maghrib, but you see in Arabic they still adopted this practice, because in Arabic you have the word Arab, you have them using the word Arabiya for learning the Arabic language, Arabiya. So in Arabic they kept the old practice and adopted in the new practice, because there are still Semitic tongues that no longer use this ga, but you might still find it sprinkled in there, but it's there. All right, so Maghrib is actually Ma'arib, okay? The ga in the greb is the a, so Garib is Arib, greb is Arif, greb, the ga is the a in Arif. That's where you get Arabic from, the word Arab. Brown's Driver's Lexicon. Mixture, Syrian, mix. Ain't the Arab mixed? Mixture, mix. Here you go. Edav, mixed company. Heterogeneous body attached to a people. Egyptians, Chaldeans. Edav, as mixed and interwoven. Here we go again. Adov, swarm, mixture. Okay. Adab, pledge, exchange. Now, also about this adab, and I may have left it out, and I definitely don't want to leave it out. Another thing about this adab is it actually also does mean dark. It does mean dark. It most definitely. For instance, when you want to say evening in Hebrew, the word for evening, which we probably did come across, is edav. All right, it means evening. Here we go. Adeb, pleasant, sweet. Here you go again. Adif, you say arid, sterile, right? Depression, also depression. That's a little bit out of the etymology of bay, but it's part of it, so we can't get away from it. But you see, Adif is also synonymous with depression. Okay, Adif, desert, plateau, steppe. All right, let's go down. Here we go. Arabi, a foregoing, steppe dweller. All right. Here you go again. Arab, steppe dwellers of North Arabia. Okay. Arabi, Arabian. Here you go. Arabi, Arabian. I told y'all, it's the same word in strictly ethnographic sense. Arabi. Here you go. Araba, desert plain steppe. Arab, Erebu. Enter, to go in. Edab, Samsi, sunset. Why is it the sunset? We're going to find out why it's the sunset. We're going to get into that. Just bear with me here. Okay, here we go. Sabian, Adif. Here we go again. See, this is what I'm telling y'all. These languages, there's no Sabian. Withdrawal. Let me see. Place of sunset. West. Okay, it is synonymous with the west is because that's where the sun sets at. That's where it gets dark at. West. Okay, here we go again. Marbi, Marbum. What does it say? West. Western. Hold on. This right here is that additional line it was talking about. Remember right here when it says the Ugarit in the Arabic languages wrote this letter the same as the ayin, but with an additional line or dot. So this is that additional line. ga, which lets you know that you give it the ga sound. So that's why when we were looking at here, it says not, but it still doesn't matter. This is just telling you it's not that because of the pronunciation isn't there, but it's the same word. It's the same word. Now, you know how y'all like to talk about interchangeability and all that? Listen, this is a lexicon. Do you hear me? Heavenly bodies is set in the west. Evening. Remember I told y'all about evening. Here we go. West, Ma'arab, Erev, hence also Europe. Let me stop. I don't want to ruin nobody's doctrines now. Let me. Erev, sunset, evening, Erev, Arab, become evening, to grow dark, Ma'arab, west, late, place of sunset, Arab, be black. Mahurin, which deals with purchasing, only connotatively deals with the West. Mahurin, mahar, only connotatively deals with the West because mahar is a word for exchange, for sale, for purchasing. And in the West, the Maghrib is also the sale, the marketplace. It breaks down to dealing with commerce. It's not the word for more. The word for more that more originates in is or, which is light, one of light. It's really just as simple as that. We don't even have to play any games. We don't even have to keep doing this conjecture stuff. We can totally get away from that if Moors just start studying the languages of the people that they say they are. And it's really just as simple as that. So, again, this is JudahSon for Put It Out There TV. Moor is not Mahurin, and Moor does not mean West. And I'm up out of here.
Don't play with me, whooping your back like slavery. The blatancy, you think you gon' put your face in my plate to eat this bravery. Peep the invaders that's from your agency. My tailored speech is waking the shadow that's made the graves with sheep. So go and take a leap, thinking that you gon' take my seat. But understand, as soon as you land, you gon' break your feet. I'm a shepherd with a staff, you just a leper with a rash. I recollect it when you laugh, don't leave no record of your ass speak. Don't ask me what it's looking like. I carry out the task of scratching you out the book of life. Tried to throw your jabs, I laugh cause you ain't hooking right. Put you in my path of wrath cause you forsook the light. You took the bite, now you in darkness that got you shook sight. It's looking like your king will get slaughtered just by my rookie night. A sucker's plight is what you should suffer, sucker, don't touch your mic. A sucker's plight is what you should suffer, sucker, don't touch your mic.